That's the only thing that people will talk to me about. Like your hair. Like your look, dude. Like your look. People are just so, like, homogenized here, you know? You shave off the side of your head and you're, ooh, oh, look at the guy with the hair. Like, it's not even weird. What's weird is that you like to take it up the butt. When I'm out as a boy, I feel like I don't fit in immediately. And whereas Acid Betty doesn't fit in, and so there's a comfort in that. And it's a comfort because I'm in control of the reason why I don't fit in. You know, let's say if I'm as a boy, people could be looking at me, maybe think I'm attractive, or maybe they think I'm whatever, and I'm thinking, oh my god, they think I'm fat, or you know, they can tell that I don't fit in and I'm miserable. Whereas when I'm Betty, it's more, you know, oh, she doesn't fit in, she's a big old fucking drag, she's a freak. That's not a girl, that's a guy. That's not even a good drag queen. Where's his titties?
A few years ago, I was taking a college class called Queer Pioneers, where I learned about people like Harry Hay, a member of the early gay rights organization, the Mattachine Society. Harry Hay also started the Radical Faerie Collective, which attempts to create a space that honors nature and our queer elders. When I met Busy, a member of the Fairies, it was Thanksgiving night at his place. He had just finished cooking dinner for his fairy friends. It was quite an experience to first meet him. I left just before the orgy happened near the buffet table.
Get out! You don't have a belly for it. You think you do it, you're wrong.
Sooner or later, they'd all put their tails between their legs.
It's hard to talk about the fairy community in a way that is both meaningful and respectful. It's a community that is this laboratory of personal freedom and cohabitation and respect for self, others, community, land, spirit, you know, whatever. And it's a laboratory in which it's being proven over and over again that getting along is a choice, you know, and giving up control of others is a choice, and kind of living one's own destiny without the fear of other people's issues with you is a choice. And there are gatherings at the sanctuaries around the world, but the community then, you know, we take the community back to where we are. I have absolutely no interest in being heterosexual or coupled in that way. All of those things have no meaning to me. They have meaning in the world, I guess, but they do not, I don't aspire to it. I feel different. You know, everybody tells you what it's supposed to feel like and look like. Here you go, on the news and on, you know, in ads and everything. This is how it looks, this is how it feels. You should be looking like this and you should be feeling like this. I don't want to feel that way. I hate the way normal feels. It's uninspired, it's closed-minded, which often breeds, you know, horrible other things, including violence and all sorts of discrimination. You might note I don't look like everyone in the neighborhood, and I like that. My mother hates it, and that's part of why I like it. I was trannied up, it was a Sunday morning. I was walking by the path station. I would probably been out doing things I shouldn't have been doing. He was being very flattering, and he actually pushed me down the steps. This was not like this, the gate was different or open or something. And we were standing here talking or whatever, and he pushed me down the steps, and then he choked me into unconsciousness, and I woke up. Well, he had been having sex with me, and I woke up with my face that was like covered in leaves and garbage. There were like garbage cans down there. The funny part of the story is that I had all this makeup on, right, from the night before, and I was laying down there. My throat had been crushed. I was completely just like out of it. And I thought, oh my God, I must look like yesterday's hooker. So I'm sitting, I'm like trying to get my breath. I'm trying to like assess the damage, get myself together. I had been robbed. So I come up the steps and I'm just thinking, oh, I have to go to this police precinct. I must look like horrible, whatever. And I looked in like the rearview mirror of the car that was there, and I was like, oh, flawless. It's a new Mac commercial. I survived brutal sexual assault, but my makeup was perfect. Thanks, Mac. There was just an article on on the cover of the HX magazine that said, "Are trans boys the new gays?" So I think that trans men, right, are now the people who are treated the way gays were treated in the in the 50s and the 60s. The old gays are the new hets, I think. I mean, gays obviously were what was radical, at the Stonewall riot. Of course, it was the drag queens who were, like beating the shit out of the cops. The reason that people can pass if they want to get married, have all those things. I mean, they didn't have any of that. The bars were raided regularly. We didn't have rights as a community. So who changed that for us? Trannies. This is what makes us who we are today. And it's empty. I mean, the reason we have this community is because we have to. The trans people can be safe there. And like I said, that's at the sanctuaries or where faerie space is being held in our cities and suburbs. I mean, they can be exactly what they need to, because they are not going to get that in the world. They are not going to be treated well. I mean, if it wasn't for these people, who would I be? Where would I go? Who would be safety?
Na 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 na